Good afternoon, villagers. How are you doing? It's Arnie with Pepper Tree Villa. It's time for your daily dose of Disney. Apologies for yesterday. However, I decided to skip yesterday. It was February 29th. It's Leap Day, and not really much happened on Leap Day. Just kind of a couple of births, and that was it, and the announcement of an extra day of Disney. So, like I said, Disneyland and Walt Disney World had their Magic Kingdom and Disneyland open for an extra day on February 29th, and they did extended hours for those days in 2012 and 2016. They did not do it this year, though. But I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and just skip it. But this time, there is a little bit more news. It's March 1st, 299 days until Christmas. And it's time for the Daily Dose. Doug is in the other room right now. He's working on a closet, reorganizing some things. Mike Wheeler, I want my PTV. Thank you so much. Before I get started here, Mike brought this to my attention today, and I just wanted to give my condolences and best, letting them know that my prayers are with them. Monarch Moments experienced a situation today where Michelle lost her mother due to a stroke. So everyone, please send your thoughts and prayers to Michelle. Let her know that everyone in the community is supporting her and her family during this terrible time. It's a very hard time in life. I've been there. I understand what she's going through. I lost my father the same way, but that was quite some time ago, and it was very difficult. Hello, Cynthia. Nice to see you. So everyone, thoughts and prayers for Michelle at Monarch Moments. And just send her a message, let her know that we're all supporting her. Okay, everyone, it's time for the Daily Dose. Thank you, Martine. Thank you so much. It is March 1st, 2020. Let's go back to March 1st, 1928. Walt was in negotiation at this point. Hello, Richard of the Orlando Guy. Good to see you. Charlie, thank you for being here. Hi, Ben. Thank you for joining. Samantha, good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Dougie, Walter Grams. OMG, it's Arnie from PTV. Get the autograph book. Dougie, only in person, really. And yes, I'll sign. I won't even charge for the fee. I won't even charge a fee for that signature either. Oh my goodness. Good to see everyone here. Thank you so much for being here. So in 1928, Walt Disney is in negotiation to renegotiate a deal with, his name is Charles Mintz of Winkler Productions for the next series of Oswald cartoons. This is when he finds out that it's been a really nasty deal because Mintz only offers him $1,400 per film and 50% of the profits. Secretly, Mintz really wants Walt to be on his payroll as an employee. Of course, Walt has bigger things in mind for not just Oswald, but for other things in life, for his company. OMG, you have Jacques Capin. Yes, actually, we do. It's not just Jacques, but we have many other chefs and things, including Alice Waters of one of our local restaurants here, Chez Panisse. That's the restaurant that started the cultural food California cuisine movement. Thank you so much, Jack Sandy Claus Logan. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the Forky shirt. Yeah, I'm very fond of this shirt. My sister bought that for me. So anyway, that was 1928. 1930, Iwerks actually left. Oh, he is. He's a hero of yours. Oh, Richard, definitely. He was a genius in the kitchen. Just great stuff. So yeah, what you see behind me is just a sample of cookbooks. Our channel is going to be food centric. As you can see, we've had some food recipes. We plan on releasing more food videos in the future, of course, but this is part of our research. It's our research library. We have about 1,000 cookbooks in our library. So yeah, we do a lot of research and come up with our own recipes, which are some of the recipes you've seen on our channel. In fact, for those of you that have been asking, we are researching a no-bake cookie. It's going to have peanut butter. It's going to have sugar, of course. It's going to have, yes, Ben, 1,000. It's going to have Oreos. I mean, this thing is going to be a monster. In fact, we're even calling it a monster cookie. So you'll see that coming up. We're going to be making that video soon. As soon as we can get the kitchen cleared up of stuff off the counter from our reorganization, we'll get started on making that video for you so that we can post some no-bake cookies here. Because a few days ago, Richard started us thinking, we need cookies. So yes, we do need cookies. Pearl Manhattan, good to see you. Stevie Lee, thank you so much for being here. Cookie Monsters Cookie. Yeah, we'll be doing some monster cookies, but those will be coming in the future. We will definitely have them for you, and we'll be sharing that recipe with you. So get ready to enjoy some no-bake cookies from us. So 1930, Iwerks, he was the first animator that Walt had in his studio, and left officially on this day to go work for someone else, and he started his own thing. Paul, or is that Cheryl? Good evening. That UK Disney couple, thank you for joining. It is good to see you here. Oh my goodness, thank you for joining. So, yep, right back in the Laughograms days. That's right. Oh, hi, Paul. Thank you. Dougie, look, Paul's here. So anyway, that was Iwerks, and he eventually came back to Disney, but oh no. Dougie. 1940, Walt Disney Productions is working on several films at this time. One of them is Bambi. Specifically, there are two artists that are working on it. Big D. Yep. Dougie, our Big D. Yep, he's there. Frank Thomas and Milt Wall are two of the artists that are working at the Disney company at this time. They are animators. They've put together a bit of a test screening for Walt for the movie Bambi. And Disney, after seeing the footage, actually turned to them. He had tears in his eyes and said, "Thanks, fellows. That's great stuff. No kidding. Those personalities are pure gold." Of course, he's talking about Bambi and all the other characters that are interacting, like Flower and Thumper. Walt never gave out information, gave out affirmation, not information, affirmation like that. As a matter of fact, Walt was more like, that'll do. If you got a that'll do from Walt, you knew you were doing something right. Yes, actually, Dougie, we all love Paul. Paul's just awesome. So yeah, the thing is that according to Andreas Deja, who was the chief animator for the character of Jafar, he was quoted as saying about Milt Kahl, the artist. He said, he knew anatomy on Bambi. They studied real deer, real rabbits, real owls. He was the best at applying what he saw in the real thing and how that would work for an animated cartoon character, maintaining the realism but making it work so you have flexibility and the range of emotions and expressions. The way he put that down, nobody could ever touch it. T. Marie, good to see you here. Thank you for joining. So that was about Milt Kahl. Let's move forward quite a bit, actually. 1994, the Grammys were announced. Aladdin won many things. And Disney Boffins! My goodness, I've got a great representation from the UK today. Oh gosh, now if I could only get like Happy Lux from Luxembourg, and then maybe I could get one of my other channels, Nebel from France. That would be great. I'd have a whole representation from that part of the world, the old world. That would be awesome. Anyway, thank you for being here. So 1994, Aladdin won multiple Grammys, and then again 1995, the following year, Lion King won. Yeah, Nebel. That's right, Ben. So 1994, 95, big awards days for Disney in the world of music for their soundtracks. Then in 1996, on this day, it's the picture that I posted for Instagram and Twitter, the thumbnail for this video. The Hilton Head Resort in South Carolina officially opened. It's a DVC or Disney Vacation Club property that opened. Duke Family Chronicles, thank you for being here. It is good to see you. Thank you for joining the stream. So that was, it's a 5-hour drive from Disney World, and it's fashioned after a fishing and hunting lodge from the 1940s. And I've heard the Vero Beach Resort is nice as well. I've not been there myself, nor have I been to Hilton Head. I would love to do that sometime, though. It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, the pricing for Hilton Head is about, say, somewhere between the value and moderate pricing of the resorts in Walt Disney World. So you can pick up a hotel room there for under $200. You do not have to be a DVC member to stay at Hilton Head. So I think that's pretty cool. I'd like to do that. 1997, the number 5 locomotive was dedicated at Magic Kingdom. Now, what are you talking about? 5 locomotives. And what's this about the ward Kimball? Well, there's a little story about this. In 1995, Southern California Railroad enthusiast Bill Norred traded a locomotive to Disneyland in exchange for 5 retired coaches. And the locomotive, instead of going to Disneyland, went to Walt Disney World because of the scale of the engine. And unfortunately, while they dedicated it in Florida and it was put there, it wasn't strong enough to pull the coaches that were required for a daily round trip circle of the Magic Kingdom. So instead, they returned in 1999. They traded it to Cedar Point for a smaller locomotive, and then that locomotive then in turn went to Disneyland and became the number 5 Ward Kimball in 2005. So for the 50th anniversary, the Ward Kimball was there. Tangled in the Magic, thank you for joining. It is good to see you here. Oh my goodness, thank you for joining. So that's a long story to say that the Ward Kimball finally ended up as a smaller engine at Disneyland. Disneyland does have 5 engines, so yeah. And the first 4 of them are named after bigwigs at the Santa Fe Company, because originally the railroad at Disneyland was sponsored by the Santa Fe Railroad. So Doug knows far more about the trains than I do, and he'd be able to tell you all about them. So we'll leave that to him at another time so we can talk about the Disneyland Railroad. 2005. The film The Pacifier premiered at the El Capitan Theater on this day. I don't know if you remember that, but I remember having a duck and Vin Diesel as a babysitter for the family. Doug and I believe we saw that movie on the Disney Magic when we took the Magic from Long Beach down the Gold Coast of Mexico to the Mexican Riviera. We had a great time on that cruise, but it was at that time that we did that. On this day, the Disney Fantasy in 2012 was christened in New York City. It was the first time any Disney ship had sailed into New York Harbor, and they went ahead and did it. It was a star-studded evening celebration. They christened the ship on the 1st, and then they headed to Port Canaveral. And I believe the first sailing was going to be on March 6th. So it didn't take much time for that ship to get down the coast. That is about all I have here for history. Let me just say a couple things. One, I'd like to thank my moderators. Moderators, you know who you are. I see Big Noah. Noah used to be Noah, the Disney World fan 16, but he is now Noah, Big Noah Mountain 5. So definitely give him a look-see. Yep, there he is. That's what Noah used to be. But now he's Big Noah Mountain 5. And then all my other mods that are there, I've seen Mike Wheeler, and I've seen Richard, the Orlando guy. Thank you so much. As a matter of fact, speaking of the Orlando guy, Richard, what a fantastic support he is to our channel. We have 5 support channels here that are just, they bend over backwards. There's Cynthia. Thank you so much, Cynthia. 2 Real Geeks, D&G Explorers, Rob Fuzz, More Sunshine Please, and the Orlando Guy. Big supports to our channel. So helpful. And oh, by the way, I mentioned this. I want to bring this up again. I mentioned this earlier in the broadcast, but there are more people here that are watching. Monarch Moments, Monarch Moments, one of the channels here in our community, suffered a loss this morning. Michelle lost her mother due to a stroke. So everyone, please, prayers and thoughts for Michelle and the whole team there at Monarch Moments. She and her family are going through a very tough time. So make sure that you drop her a note. Say that let her know that you're thinking about her and praying for her. I'm sure she would really appreciate that support. So yes, thank you so much, everyone. It's just awful news. Just terrible news. I lost my father the same way many years ago. So I know what she's going through. So I wanted to thank my moderators, my support channels. And then if you have not yet checked it out, my brother Ben has his weekly show, Life with Ben. Check it out on our channel. He did a video this week. Just hysterical. Just always hysterical. Dropped it this Thursday morning. He dropped it. And then this week he's got another surprise coming. So I'm looking forward to that one. He did another food review that's going to be coming up as well. And I have some videos coming myself. We finally have success with Squirrel Watch 2020. So I'm editing a video about that. And there are a couple of other videos I have up my sleeve, including the No Bake Cookie. That's going to be coming, as well as Doug. He's doing a video on his own. In this case, he is starting to do a sourdough starter. So that's definitely going to be coming up. Oh, thank you, Richard. Tomorrow night, PTV Live will be live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. On Friday, February 28th, we lost someone that's not close to us, but someone that Ben, Doug, and I at least know his legacy. His legacy is Trader Joe's. Joe Colomb passed away on Friday, February 28th. And because of that, Walt, hello there, Mr. Mousetalk, thank you for being there. So in honor of the loss of Joe, of Trader Joe's, we will be doing a tribute show tomorrow night on PTV Live. We will be talking about the origins of the store, our favorite items. I'm even trying to line up a crew member of Trader Joe's to see if they might be able to talk with us and answer just some real quick questions live on our channel during the show. So that's going to be a tribute show. Trader Joe's, a tribute. We absolutely love Trader Joe's. For those of you in the European area, it's a relative store to Aldi. So we love Trader Joe's. It's interesting. I honestly don't. I know we've conveyed that we like Trader Joe's. We just haven't explained how much we like it. So we'll do that tomorrow night as well and explain what that store means to us. So that's going to be tomorrow night on PTV Live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. So make sure that you check in with us because I will definitely enjoy that chat. And if you know anything about Trader Joe's, we encourage you to participate in that chat with us. Ask us any questions. And if you have any information, please offer that information as well, and we can discuss it. I am really looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Walt. I think it's going to be a fun stream. Really do, because we absolutely love Trader Joe's. They have over 500 stores in America, so they are pretty far-reaching. That's about it. I really should go help Doug finish off this closet. We've been at it all weekend, and we want to make sure that we get things cleaned up. We have guests coming over next weekend, and we can't have a mess in the house. When guests come over, we have a reputation to keep. We have our house usually nicely staged, so. Hashtag we like Trader Joe's. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, yes. Everything. We love Trader Joe's. Our local Trader Joe's is about 15, 20 minutes away, depending on which direction we go. So either way works. Everyone, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, hit that like button on your way out. I'd really appreciate that assistance with getting our likes up on our videos. It's so helpful. And I hope you've had a wonderful time with us. I love spending time with our village. It's so nice to have everyone here. Oh, you have one less than a mile away. I would love to have one walking distance. That's fantastic, Tangled in the Magic. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. We'll be back tomorrow with PTV Live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, and I will also be here tomorrow afternoon for PTV Live's The Daily Dose of Disney. In the meantime, everyone, have a magical evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone.